we're going to do Southview, everybody. Let's look at question 12. Glenn sticks two rods X and Y into the ground such that equal lengths of both rods are in the ground. So you can see this line, this is the ground, right? You can imagine this is the ground. This is the ground. So when they say equal lengths are in the ground, they are talking about this part here and this part here are equal. Okay, hope you all can understand the question first. Okay, so what they are saying is 1/4 of X and 1/3 of Y are above the ground. So 1/4 of X, your X is here, right? So it means this part here is your 1/4 of X that are above, and then this part here is your 1/3 of Y that is above the ground. Okay, rod Y is 12 cm longer than rod X. So where's the difference? The difference comes from this Y minus the X, right? Which is the 12 cm. And then they ask what is the length of rod X. Okay, so with this, okay, now common mistake, students always want to make denominator the same. But for this question, right, you cannot make denominator the same. You cannot make this 4 and 3 the same because the denominator represents the total length of X. And the denominator here represents total length of Y, but the X and Y are of different length. Yeah, they are different lengths, so you cannot make denominator the same. What is the one that is equal in length is this part here. How we get is, we know that total it must be 4 out of 4. Out one whole, right? One whole is always same numerator, same denominator. So we'll take 4 out of 4 minus 1/4. Actually, below the ground is actually 3/4 of X. Likewise, this whole thing is 1 whole of Y, which is 3 out of 3 of Y. So 3 out of 3 minus away 1/3 above the ground. Below the ground is actually 2/3. Okay? So the one that is equal is actually, right, the 3/4 of X. That is equal to 2/3 of Y. Okay? 3/4 of X is equal to 2/3 of Y. Okay, what is the thing that is equal? Now this is the confusing part again. Remember I tell you do not make denominator same. Just now I highlighted to you all. And you all tell me the reason why we do not make this the same is because this is talking about the total length, right? This is talking about the total length, right? So we are not supposed to make this the same at this moment as well. But what we need to do is to make the numerator the same, because numerator is the one that represents here, and the numerator is the one representing here. Okay, can you understand? So we have to make this 3 and 2 the same. Okay, 3 and 2 the same, okay? To make the numerator the same, right, you have to make it to 6, okay? Times 2 and then times 3. Okay? Times 2 and times 3. This is actually testing indirectly, right? Your numerator the same. So it's 6 over 8x equals to 6 over 9y. Like this. So then now you can say, okay, total of my x is 8 unit, total of my y is 9 unit. So their difference is 9 unit minus 8 unit is 1 unit. So the difference is actually 12 cm. So 1 unit is 12 cm. And if they want the length of the rod x, is actually, look at here, it's 8 unit, right? So it will be 8 times 12 cm. That's how you'll get 96 cm. Okay, answer is a 4. The figure below is made out of 3 squares, side 3 cm, 4 cm, 5 cm respectively. And what is the figure of what's the perimeter of the figure? Okay, so how do you do? Okay, perimeter of the figure. Let's look at the big one first, okay? This is 5 cm, so this is also 5 cm. So this is also 5 cm. Okay? Okay. Then I want you to see something. This, and this. Okay? Now, I'm going to use this technique that you all must know. Push in, push out method. Okay? If I push this in, it will be here. If I push this in, it will be here. And then I push this all the way in, it will be here. So tell me all the orange part become how many? All the orange part become how many cm? Push it in, push it in, push it in. All these orange part become how many cm? 5 Good 5 can see or not? So actually at this point in time I will already take 5 times 4. Okay, 5 times 4. Okay, then the next one I'm going to look at 4 cm. 1, 2. Only got 2 of them, right? So plus 2 times 4. And then lastly, I'm going to look at the 3 cm. Okay, I'm going to look at 3 cm, which is here and here. Okay, so I plus 2 times 3. So it will be 20 plus 8 plus 6, which is 28 plus 6. Answer is 34. Okay? So, area of all the faces of a cube below is 150. What is the volume of a cube? Okay, first, you must know your cube. When it become a net, you unfold it at the time, right? Okay, it will look like this. A T shape, like this. Small t, big T, also can. Okay, why is it so? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 got 6 faces, but where are the 6 faces? Front, back, got 2, right? Top, bottom, got 2 again. Your left and right got 2 again, so total got 6. So that's how it pans out. So yeah, answer 1, 2, 5, yes. So if your area, right, like this is 150, right? Total you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. So area of 1 square face is 150 divided by 6, okay, which will give you 25. Okay, here, right, if you know one face is 25, one face, just one square is 25. Okay, how do you find the length? How do we call it square root? Yeah, but this is paper 1, so you cannot use calculator to square root. You just have to know what times what same number give you 25. Okay, so you should know 5 times 5 give you 25. So if you know the length is 5, right, and it's a cube, means all the length are the same. Okay, so 5 times 5 times 5. If not, you know that 5 times 5 already 25, then you just take 25 times 5. Then you get the answer. Okay, else you also 5 times 5 times 5. Also can, no problem. Okay, so if you do this correctly, no calculation error, it will be 125 cm cube. That's your answer. Okay? Okay? So we look at 23, okay? The figure below is made up of a quarter circle and 2 squares of side 7 cm and 3 cm. So the big square is 7 cm. The small square is 3 cm. Okay? With this then, since I know this is 3, right, it's a square, so I can take 7 plus 3, I can find the radius. Okay? 7 plus 3, the radius is a 10. So I know the radius of this quadrant is a 10. Okay, they want me to find area of the figure. So area of figure, let me find area of the quadrant first. So area of quadrant is 1/4 times pi times, okay, everybody just recall, area of quadrant is 1/4 times pi times what? Times what thing? Times radius, okay, times radius of 10. What else? Do I stop here? Okay, Angela says times r times r. Very good, times r times r. So like that, okay? Okay, now, they say leave your answer in terms of pi, right? It's a bit special. Means your final answer must have pi there one. So what you need to do for such question, if there's a pi here, you just copy it and paste it on the right side. Then just ignore the pi already. Just take 1/4 times 10 times 10. Okay? I think personally it is easier to do 10 times 10 first. 10 times 10 is 100, right? Then you take the 1/4 times the 100, it will be easier. 1/4 times 100 is the same as 100 divided by 4, okay, which is a 25. So here you should get a 25 pi. Okay, then 25 pi, okay, then the rest quite easy. Find the area of figure. Now you got the square, right? So it's 7 times 7, 49. Got this square also, right? 3 times 3 is 9. So together, right, everything, it will be a 25 pi, which is the area of the quadrant, plus 49, area of the big square, plus 9, area of the small square. Okay, if this one got pi, this one no pi, this one no pi, okay, what you are going to do is only this can add up together. The 25 pi must be left alone. So it's 49 plus 9, right, give you 58. Your final answer must put a bracket. 25 pi plus 58 cm square. If they say leave in terms of pi, do not use pi in the calculator. You are supposed to leave pi alone like this. You will learn like how to manipulate this, like this kind of thing, more in algebra. Let's look at question 7. Okay, this question. Okay, Madam Cheng started selling soya bean drink at the market from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Oh, I think you all cannot see, but okay, you all cannot see, let me know. 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and the line graph shows the number of cups of soya bean drink sold at the end of each hour. Okay, so let's take a look at the graph. Okay, let me zoom in so y'all can see. Okay, at the end of 8 a.m., okay, we know that clearly this is 100. Okay, always mark it up. Mark it on your numbers. Use ruler and mark it up. Okay, at 9 a.m., okay, sell 150. At 10 a.m. here to here, okay, one number so nice so far. Like don't need to do a lot of like you know the sub parts kind. Wow, like so nice, so unbelievable. 400, okay. Alright, 400. Okay, seems okay this question. Is it the next one that is hard? You know how to find like the value of each one. You just always do this. You go and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then you take 50 divided by 5. That means this is 50 divided by 10 also. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, this one's quite okay. Okay, label each part of the pie chart with the number of cups of soya bean drink that Madam Chen sold at the end of each hour. 8 a.m. quite easy. Cause 8 a.m. right is 100, right? This one no problem. This one confirm 100. This one confirm 100. Okay. Now the tricky part comes from here. Okay, 50. Yes, answer is 50. Because this type of graph, you see the line keep going up one. Okay. Most of the time when the line keep going up one, number one, you see the line keep going up. Number two, they will say end of something one, end of each day, end of each hour. This type of graph is what we call cumulative graph. Okay? Cumulative graph means they accumulate one. So for example, when 9 a.m. it has sold 150, right? It means it included what you have sold in at 8 a.m. the 100. You get what I mean? So you already sold 100 at 8 a.m. right? So 9 a.m. you sell how much? You must take 150 minus 100, which will give you 50. Yeah, so those of you tell me 50 is correct. Because it's cumulative graph. Okay? Now, there's another type of graph you all need to be very familiar with is the non-cumulative graph. And this is, the non-cumulative graph, right, is the graph that you all learn in P4. Okay? It looks something like that one. The line can go up. It can also go down, it can go up, can be like that. Okay? Then it will, I will give you maybe 8 a.m. same. 8 a.m. and then they give you 9 a.m. things like that. And then how many cups? This one 0, and then this is maybe 100 cups, and then this is maybe 200 cups, something like that. Okay, something like that. Yeah. What does it show, right? This one is very simple. You read this point is how much you sell at 8 a.m. You read this point is how much you sell at the timing that they give you. Okay, maybe I give you another one. This one is 9 a.m. and then this one is let's say 10 a.m. Okay, example only. Okay, so example. Okay, so for this kind, so your 9 a.m. let's say is this point, right? Is going to sell 100, and then 10 a.m. you sell okay, let's say it's 200. It's just 200. You don't need minus one. This one. Why? Because this one okay, non-cumulative means this point here it will represent exactly okay like how many things that they sell exactly at the timing at this point. They never like accumulate it, and how you know, right, is they will not tell you this thing end of something, end of each day, end of each hour, end of each week. They will not tell you this. And then so number one is you look at the keyword here. Number two is you look at whether is there anything that will go down. This one always go up. One confirm is cumulative. Okay, confirm plus must have this keyword. Okay, must have this keyword. If don't have this keyword, cannot be 100% confirm is cumulative. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I hope you all clear. So then the rest, right, will be the same way as how you do. So 11 a.m. right is 400. Don't go and minus 1, 2, 3. Anyway, cannot minus. Not so, the value not big enough to minus so many. You just need to minus 350 because 350 is whatever you have sold. Okay, from 8 a.m. all the way to 10 a.m. So 11 a.m. right is just 400 minus 350. Okay, so you get 50. Likewise, for 10 a.m. 350, you just need to minus 150 because 150 is whatever you have sold from 8 to 9 a.m. So 350 minus 150, that's how you get 200. Okay? Can I say? Okay. Why 8 a.m. no need to minus? Because it's the first timing that you start. So it started, and also another criteria, it started from 0. That's the thing. 0 to 100 So your 8 a.m. confirm 100. Let's say it didn't start from 0. Let's say just now it was a 50, like that. Then it may not be 100 already. Then you still need to minus, yes. Okay? Find the percentage increase Okay, in the number of cups of soya bean drink that Madam Chen sold from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, first percentage increase. Okay, many of you always forget the formula. Okay, the formula is increase over the denominator must be original. Okay, times 100%. Yeah. Okay, so with this, right, what is the increase from what she has sold from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Now 9 a.m. 150, 10 a.m. 350. Okay, so the increase from 150 to 350, it is an increase of 350 minus 150. Okay, over original must be from your 9 a.m. not your total. Okay, if you think total, then you will think 400 or you think some other number. No, from 9 a.m. means your 9 a.m. is the original, which is 150. Okay, you times 100%. Let me show you. 350 minus 150. Okay, let's key in the calculator together. Okay, you confirm second guess yourself one. Okay, so according to the question, right, 350 minus 150 over 150 times 100. By the way, do not key in the percent there. Don't go and itchy hand go and key in the percent sign. You know what I mean? Like this percent sign, don't key in. You key in right, then wrong already. You're not timesing 100%, you're timesing one whole. Because 100% is 100 over 100 become one whole. So then you defeat the purpose of you keying times 100. So you only key in like that. Okay? You key in like that, right? Okay, then you get something like this. When you press SD or you see like that, right? Okay, then you confirm think, wrong already. No. If you got a decimal, right? Like, and the decimal always repeat itself, right? Any decimal that keep repeating itself, right? This type of number confirm can be expressed as a fraction. This one you learn in Sec 1. Under the types of numbers, this is what we call rational numbers. Okay, yeah, so if you shift SD, okay, I'm not too sure what calculator you use, but if you use like that, right, 133 and 1/3. Yeah, okay, 133 and 1/3%, that's your answer. 133 and 1/3%. Okay, 133 and 1/3% answer. Why the denominator not 50? Because the denominator must be out of original. Your original timing based on the question 9 a.m. 9 a.m. right is 150 that you have sold. I think I know why you think 50 because you look at here. Okay. But when they say the number of soya bean drinks sold from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. this one, the 9 a.m. they are actually okay. Yeah, this is the phrasing. They are actually including the total sold from 9 a.m. So it must be 150. Yeah. Let's look at question 14 now. Okay, in the figure, PQRS is a rectangle. So like that. Okay, this is a rectangle. Okay. PQT is a quarter circle. So PQT, this is a quarter circle. PS is 50, which they really put it out for us. The length of PS to PQ is 5 to 2. So PS, the whole thing here, they say this is 5 units. PQ, the whole thing here, they say this is 2 units. The total area of the shaded parts is 368 cm square. What's the area of the quarter circle? Okay, so actually the first part, the clue quite simple. If they say this length is 5 units, we can use it to find 2 units here, right? Okay, so this part we do a bit faster. So 5 units is 50. 1 unit will be 50 divided by 5, which is a 10. So 2 units will be 2 times 10, which will give you a 20. Okay, so this one is a 20 cm. And then now, area of quarter circle, quite easy. Because when they say quarter circle, they are not referring to like the shaded part. They are not. Quarter circle is just like that. Okay, so quarter circle is 1/4 times pi times radius. As you can see, we already found the radius 20. So just times 20 times 20. So the first one quite easy. You should get the answer 314. Okay, 314 cm square. Okay, find the area of unshaded part QTX. Okay, the X is supposed to be here's the missing info. Yeah, actually your QTX or QTX is actually this part that they are looking out for. Okay. First, you look at the shapes that you know. Quadrant and the triangle, you know, right? Okay, and there's an overlap part, and that's your QTX. So what I will do is, okay, this is a technique that we use. for spatial visualization and this type of composite figure, if you already have P, Q, R, S, X, T, don't use this alphabet anymore, use other things. So in this case, I will just use A, B, and C. Or if not, it can be A, B, C, doesn't matter. Okay, just label other alphabet. So A represent this part here, C represent this part here, and B represent this part. Okay, this is very useful for you to be able to label and note exactly, okay, which part you're finding, and then it's easier for you to get the answer. So for example, just now when we find the quadrant, right, this is A plus C. Okay, so we already like kind of got this already. So the next other thing that we can find is B and C, as you can see from the triangle. Okay, so come. How do we find this? Everybody, can you tell me, how do you find this? Now, we know this is a quadrant, so if the radius is 20, we know there's 20 also here. Now, tell me, how do I find the area of this triangle, B plus C? It's half times base of 20 times height of 20, because your base is 20. Look at the triangle here, okay? And your height is actually 20 also, because your height must be 90 degrees to your base, okay? So yes, your height is also 20. So half times 20 times 20, you will get 200. Okay, now your overlap part, the unshaded part QTX is what they want you to find, which is your C. Okay, so what I will advise you to do, since you got A and C, you got C and B, right? Okay, and then what else? You also got this thing. Shaded part is 3, 6, 8. Now shaded part is your A and B. A and B. Okay, from the question, I hope you all can see. I'm not getting this out of nowhere. 3, 6, 8. Okay. Okay, now see, I want you all to look at this three clues. A and C, C and B, A and B. What can you do at this point in time? Remember, I just want the C. I only want the C. Okay, what can you do? Okay, how about I label this as equation 1? I label this as number 2. I label this as number 3. 1 plus 2 minus 3. This one plus this one minus 0. Okay, why? This one plus this one, right, is A plus 2C plus B. Okay, see what I'm doing? 1 plus 2. A plus C plus C plus B. Both of C make up 2C. Then, you all tell me, minus away number 3. Minus away the A and B. So, minus away the A and B. So, you like 2C. So, you're right. To get the 2C is actually equation 1 plus equation 2. Then, you minus equation 3. Huh? Okay, you're able to tell that. So 314 plus 200. Equation 1 is 314. Equation 2 is 200. Now I minus equation 3 is 368. I will get this 146, which is actually my 2C. And if I just want to find 1C, right, I just need to take 146 divided by 2. Okay, then I'll get answer is 73 cm squared. So if you realize that, you see I put the A, B, C all there, right? It's very useful. It's very useful for you to be able to know, I can just plus that and minus how I get that part. Can you see? Rather than you look at the figure, right, then it's very, very hard for you to visualize. The diagram below shows 2 identical tables, 2 identical cups, and 2 identical vases. Okay, what is the difference in the height between, okay, this and this, which they show in the picture? Okay, so, this type of question, okay, I know it looks very complicated, but now just remember this, make parts equal. It's like your model like that. You make parts equal, you can see. Okay? Okay, anything you don't know, right, you will label it as 1 unit. 1 unit. Now, you see, this thing here and this cup here, isn't it repeated here and here? So, when I draw a line, use a pen, draw a line, okay? So, tell me, like that is what thing? 1 unit, yes, correct, 1 unit, okay? Okay, good. Then now, I want you to see, this is the thing and this is the cup. Same thing, this thing and the cup. So, I draw a line again, okay? So, always use back whatever clues they tell you, okay? So, I will draw very specific lines from the top to the difference here. This is what thing? 1 unit. Okay, you all can tell, 1 unit. Okay, good. Okay, now, I'm going to let this cup, this is called mark, okay, I'll let it be M. Okay, I'll let it be M. So, this is M. Why? Because this is the height of the mark, right? Okay, I let it be M. So, if this is M, okay, then this is also the height of the mark is M. Okay? I hope you all can understand, okay. Then, now, from here to here, right? Or which is the same here, okay? This one I don't know. I don't know at all. So what I can do is I can let it be, but I know they are the same, right? I know this is the same. Okay, I don't know what is it, but I know they are the same. So I let another alphabet, okay? Let's say a B. Let's say a B, okay. So now I'm just gonna write everything properly for you. This M, I will just write it here so you can see it. Okay? Okay, let's look at this. Your 1, 2, 5 is from here to here. Okay? Your 55 is from here, just now to here. Can see or not? Okay, wait. Maybe I use another color, then you can see, because now I override it, right? Your 125 is from here to here. Your 55 is from here to here. You take the total here, 125 from here to here. You minus here to here, right? You minus this. It means you cancel away this already, ma. You take 125, you minus 55, means you take this, you minus this, ma. So you minus this and this, ma. So you're left with, look at this, what thing? 125 minus 55 is equals to your 2 unit. So after you draw all this line, right, you can see better, okay? 70 divided by 2, you get 35, okay? So the difference in the height here is 35 cm, okay? What is the height of the table? The height of the table is from here to here, right? Okay. And we already know M and B is 55. So the table here is made up of M and B and 1 unit. Your M and B is already 55 from earlier part. Your 1 unit you found is 35. Can you all see? So the final answer is 35 plus 55. One more step, you get 90 cm answer. Okay? Yes, so we are done with Southview paper.